Let's talk a little bit about alcoholism. It's a very interesting topic because, on the one hand, alcohol has a positive effect in the fact that it lowers our judgmental voice. Nobody judges you more than you yourself, right? So that voice is the one that drains you of your confidence, blocks you from achieving the things that you want to achieve, and it's horrible, that critical voice that we all have. And obviously, some people, it's louder, and some people have managed to lower that voice. Alcohol plays a big role in lowering that voice. So on that side, alcohol can help you understand how strong your voice is and how much you're not living your life because of that voice. Like, how much fun can you have at a party if you have 0 drinks, 1 drink, 2 drinks, 6 drinks? Like, you can almost like graph the fun that you can have, and obviously at some point it's just gonna go down, right? So for some people, is I have 1 drink and I'm at my best. I loosen up a little bit, my judgmental voice lowers a little bit, and I get to have a little bit more fun. But if I have 2 drinks, well, then I have a headache, which we can also decode that problem. But the fun line starts to go down. For some people it's 3 drinks, for some people it's 8, for some people it never really gets to the point until they pass out. And each one of those scenarios we can decode what the problem is. But the good side is that we can at least understand, oh, alcohol is helping me enjoy a little bit more, a lot more, because it's lowering my judgmental voice. And we could all benefit, or most of us at least, from lowering our judgmental voice. Because if we do that, we're not going to even need a drink to feel loose and happy and like just able to enjoy, go with the flow, be more joyful to be around. Now, obviously, that applies only to a particular set of experiences, because not everything about alcohol is about joy, right? Some people they drink to get in touch with their sadness, with their sorrows. But it is a well-known fact that alcohol is going to lower your judgmental voice towards yourself. So that obviously it would be a great thing if we can achieve that lowering of the judgmental voice, that bring down the criticism towards yourself, and just be able to enjoy life a little bit more without the need of any drink. The second point to alcoholism, or alcohol in general, is that it helps you escape the reality. And I say reality, in quotes, because reality is created by our perception. So reality doesn't exist for everybody the same. We're all creating our own individual reality. A person comes in and says, "What a horrible world we live in." That's true for them. It's the reality. Somebody else comes in and says, "What a wonderful world. I've noticed all these beautiful, helpful people." That's the reality. So anyway, I'm going a little bit off topic here, but alcohol can also help you escape your personal reality. And it does that because it diminishes or blurs your focus. Like it doesn't allow you to focus with the same intensity. So if I'm very angry or sad or depressed, because I'm focusing all my attention, my energy into that, with some alcohol, the focus is going to become a little bit more blurred, and that allows me to focus on a different thing. So perhaps I've been going on over and over in my mind about, the problem that I have, about financial problems or health issues or whatever, and I'm focused on that. So my whole week is horrible. But guess what? It's the weekend, and I get to have a few drinks, and that's gonna help me not focus on that. Okay, so now we've identified the second thing that it helps us with, which again is not necessary. Part of what I teach in my courses is you have the ability to control your focus, and that which you focus on is going to create your personal reality. So you don't need that. But I understand why it's a lot easier to just pop a drink and have that ability with just 1 or 2 or 3 drinks than actually get to do the hard work of developing your own strength. Third thing that I often find with alcohol is related to separation of father figure. So that obviously brings a lot of complex wounds or situations in me, because now I also feel unprotected. And if you think about it, alcohol can also add that sense of, I feel a little bit more safe. I feel a little bit more safe to say that which I wasn't really willing to say before. I feel a little bit safer to perhaps express or get in touch with a particular emotion. So it adds that safety thing because it's related to father. Also, since we're talking about father, as you probably know or should know, your father is not really your biological father. It's the spirit form. Matter is the etymological root of mother. Mother, that's what we call it, Mother Earth, is the physical aspect of who we are. Father is a non-physical aspect, right? It's the spirit that when in conjunction with matter, it produces life. So father is the spiritual side. If I am missing my spiritual connection, I am going to look for it elsewhere. And alcohol is obviously a very easy way of filling in that void. Obviously, it's not a good one, but it is an easy way. That's one of the reasons why they're called spirits. We go to a store to buy the spirits for the weekend. Alcohol, it brings a spirit in you. I like to meet people that are under the influence of alcohol. I don't feel like I really know a person unless I have an experience with them that it's either traumatic, something that is very stressful, or when they are drunk. A person that is drunk is very easy for the things that they have inside to come out. So when I meet a drunk that is very joyful, cracking jokes, laughing, and dancing, that's a very good window into who they are. When a person gets drunk and is very angry and all that, that's a window of what they are repressing. So it's interesting to see how you get to know the person better if they are drunk, just because that allows them to be a little bit more true to who they are. Again, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying we often control our behavior so much that we don't even know who we are, and then we say, well, it was the alcohol. It's like, no, it was the alcohol that allowed me to be a little bit more true to who I am. But again, if we work on ourselves, if you actually do the inner work, you're not going to need alcohol to be true to yourself, and you will find the connection to Father in the sense that we're meant to be, in the way that we're meant to connect with our Father, spirit world, whether you call it God, quantum field, field of possibilities, doesn't matter, source. So anyway, a person that is alcoholic more than likely is going to be founded on these 4 conflicts. Some more on the spiritual side, and you can almost like see it so clearly that the more they disconnect from the spirit world, from the spiritual life, the more they're going to rely on the alcohol. But again, this is just for the people that are born with a sensibility towards the spirit world. Some people are not, and well, that's okay. But some people are meant to have a very high spiritual connection, and if they don't have it, they're gonna seek it elsewhere. Now, that's on the emotional side. Those are like the pillars, the main reasons why we can fall into alcoholism. But when it comes to the physiological aspect, the biomagnetic therapy part, I often find that we have a disconnection between the right hemisphere of the brain and the left one. So when we have that disconnection, we tend to stay on one side. If you think about it, part of our divinity is the ability to connect both sides, right? The rational and the creative, the spiritual one, the one that focuses, well, it's actually the other way around, but the one that focuses on matter and the one that focuses on spirit, on that which is not tangible. So what I often find is that I need to place a double pole magnet. There is a one magnet here and one here. This one is obviously south pole, and then north pole on this side. So I do south pole towards the right side of the brain and red side towards the left. And it's in this median line, which would be kind of where we would find the connection to the corpus callosum. That can also lead to dyslexia, to stuttering, even because when we have some parts of the corpus callosum that are not developed as in the normal way, communication is not as fast. So like I have a stutter problem, and it took me years to understand what was going on. Well, what's going on is that my body is right-handed. Like the processes go from brain to body in a right-handed kind of way, but my brain is more left-handed. And I noticed that with my kids, because my kids, especially the oldest one, he is left-handed, but his body is like taking over and he's becoming more right-handed. But it's not really that he is right-handed, is that there is that ambidextrous thing going, but it's almost like an ambivalency where the brain is sending the signal in a crossed way. So anyway, it has its benefits too, so I don't complain. But anyway, if you have two magnets instead of one with two poles, you want to do black side here, red side here. They don't have to go completely like on the line. It could be like they can be separated, and it doesn't matter really if you do it here, here, or here. You can even just do the whole length. What else? I think that's it for now. Again, I have to share with you the disclaimer. This is not obviously medical advice. This is just based on a therapy, biomagnetic therapy, that is designed to help the bioelectric system of the body function at its best. Right? So the magnets of themselves are not going to make a person non-alcoholic. The magnets are going to help them in the process of. It's almost like saying the cast is going to heal the fracture. Well, no, the cast is not going to heal the fracture. The cast is just going to help the fracture heal by itself easier. Okay? So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye-bye.